There is a wind that lives inside Gemini, two currents braiding through one sky, two songs sharing one throat. If you love a Gemini, you're not just holding one hand. You're clasping a constellation that moves. Love here is not a straight line. It's a comet arc, bright, brief, recurring, faithful to its own rhythm. Many people try to love Gemini like a locked door or a static portrait, and that is the first heartbreak. To truly love a Gemini is to love movement itself, ideas that multiply, moods that migrate, laughter that hides a soft ache, eyes that keep searching for the next horizon, even while they're sitting with you at the table. Before we count the mistakes, feel the room. Notice how Gemini's mind takes the shape of possibility. Notice how curiosity isn't a game, it's breath. Love becomes complicated the moment curiosity is shamed, and tenderness becomes simple the moment curiosity is welcomed home. You can't pour cement into a river and call it a bridge. You must learn the rhythm of the current, then step steady. When you do, an astonishing loyalty rises from Gemini's tides, the kind that remembers your exact words, your tiny triumphs, the way your face looks when it forgives itself. If this message is already stirring something tender in you, subscribe to Astro Gemini so you don't miss the next conversation your soul has been waiting to have. Let these words find you whenever your heart needs language. Mistake 1. Loving the mask and not the mirror. Gemini can brighten a room with effortless charisma, but that light often reflects back what the room needs. The mask is the social dancer. The mirror is the quiet listener who hears their own thoughts echo late at night. Many people fall for the mask and panic when the mirror appears. Fix. Ask for the mirror. Invite the quiet voice into the open. Say, tell me what you're not performing. Tell me what you're feeling right now. Respect the shift from sparkle to stillness is sacred, not suspicious. Mistake 2. Confusing curiosity with disloyalty. Gemini explores. That's not a verdict on you. Their eyes wander across ideas like fingers across piano keys. That movement can look like restlessness, but it is the way they breathe. Fix. Become a co-explorer. Instead of demanding fewer interests, ask to be part of the next conversation, the new book, the small adventure. Fidelity for Gemini is built through shared discovery, not fenced-in territory. Mistake 3. Demanding certainty before offering safety. People ask Gemini to define the relationship before the relationship has defined itself. They ask for feelings on schedule, then wonder why the confession sounds rehearsed. Fix. Offer safety first. We don't have to solve it tonight. I'm here when you're ready. Watch how truth arrives when it doesn't feel hunted. When Gemini feels safe, words loosen like silk and everything you wanted to know steps forward on its own. Mistake 4. Treating words as weapons, not bridges. With Gemini, language is a living garden. Sarcasm, sharpness, and scorekeeping, poison that soil faster than you think. Fix, practice, repair in real time. What I heard was this. What I meant was that. Keep the bridge strong by walking across it often, even when pride says to wait. Gemini forgives quickly when the conversation stays alive. Mistake 5. Failing to honor the need for duality. Gemini is day and night, rain and sunlight, heartbeat and hush. Many lovers demand one version forever. Fix. Make a ritual for both sides. Ask, which twin needs me tonight? Celebrate their range. When you honor the spectrum, Gemini doesn't split to survive. They soften to belong. Mistake 6. Overloading the mind while starving the heart. People feed Gemini with trivia, hot takes, clever banter, and then wonder why intimacy feels thin. The mind is a door, not the house. Fix. Pair brilliance with tenderness. Ask questions that touch memory and meaning. What did 12-year-old you need that they didn't get? What would feel like home right now? Let the mind open the door, then walk into the heart with care. Mistake 7. Interpreting distance as departure. When Gemini goes quiet, many assume the worst, that love has ended, that someone else has started. Often Gemini is metabolizing. Thoughts stack like books. They need time to shelve them. Fix. Say, I don't require instant answers. I require honest ones. Offer a small anchor, a playlist, a poem, a check-in time, and trust the return. Closeness with Gemini is cyclical. It returns fuller when it's given respectful space. Mistake 8, making the relationship the only story. Gemini thrives inside a network of stories, friends, projects, questions, experiments. If love becomes the only room, the walls close in. Fix, protect their village. Encourage friendships, celebrate creative tangents, expect book stacks and browser tabs. Say, I want you whole. Paradoxically, you'll receive more of them when they are free to be many things. If this is resonating, like this video, so the algorithm knows this kind of heart work matters to you. Your small gesture brings these messages to someone who needs them. Tonight, support Astro Gemini, become a channel. Member for exclusive videos and early access. Mistake 9, turning conflict into character. Assassination words matter to Gemini. It's how reality is built. In fights, labels land like curses. You're inconsistent. You're flaky. You're impossible. The more you define their worst moment as their whole identity, the more they believe there's no path back. Fix. Name the pattern, not the person. When plans shift last minute, I feel unsafe. Then collaborate. How can we create a buffer? When the nervous system feels partnered with, not prosecuted. Gemini shows up with astonishing reliability. Mistake 10, expecting telepathy instead of translation. Gemini can be lightning fast with thoughts, but feelings don't always keep pace. Many partners assume if they can talk about everything, surely they can read me. Fix. Translate yourself. Clear language, simple needs. I don't need fixing. I need presence. I don't need solutions. I need a hug and 5 minutes. When you model clarity, Gemini mirrors it and meets you there. A gentle invitation. In the comments, share your date of birth and your zodiac sign. Tell me the part of love you're learning right now. Your words might be the lantern someone else needs on their staircase. Let's walk deeper into the heart work. How to fix what keeps breaking. Healing with Gemini is less about rewriting them and more about rewriting the agreement you make with each other. Promise to be the place where truth doesn't have to wear makeup. Promise to be the room where contradictions get chairs at the table. Promise to be the kind of lover who understands that mystery is not the enemy of intimacy. Controlling the mystery is. Repair practice A. The conversation sanctuary. Set a weekly ritual to talk without interruption. No verdicts, no phones, no choreography. Ask 3 questions. What made you feel alive this week? What felt heavy? What do you need more of? For Gemini, scheduled sanctuary isn't boring. It's oxygen. It gives their thoughts a place to land and their feelings a rhythm to follow. Repair practice. B. The curiosity exchange. Choose a topic each month neither of you knows well. Take turns teaching what you discover. Gemini will adore you for honoring their native element, air, ideas, movement, while weaving intimacy through shared wonder. Curiosity becomes courtship. You stop chasing novelty outside the relationship because you're building it inside. Repair practice C. The tender boundaries pact. Boundaries are not walls. They're doors with honest labels. Write them together. When plans shift, text me as soon as you know. If conflict spikes, let's pause for 20 minutes and then return. When we're overstimulated, we'll do a quiet activity side by side. For Gemini, clear options reduce panic. And panic is what flips the coin, from playful to prickly. If your heart is finding language in these practices, like this video, it tells the universe and the platform to keep this conversation going for others who are searching. Repair practice D. The Love Notes Archive. Words are Gemini's currency. Start an ongoing document or a small box of handwritten notes. Add to it when you notice a small act of care or a courageous truth. On hard days, pull a note at random and read it aloud. This is not sentimentality. This is a nervous system reset. You're training your shared mind to remember goodness under pressure. Repair practice E. The two-seat truth. When a conflict emerges, ask which seat is speaking. Seat 1, the bright twin who wants speed, or seat 2, the tender twin who needs time. Address the right seat. I hear the fast thinker. Can we also invite the soft feeler? You will see how instantly the room changes when both twins are given names and needs. Repair practice F, the gentle aftercare. After intense talks, many couples sprint back to normal and skip the softness that seals the repair. For Gemini, aftercare is vital. It integrates what was said. Make tea, take a slow walk, braid silence with touch. Send a follow-up text that says, I'm proud of us. Completion is a love language. We're building a community of people who practice this kind of living intimacy. If you haven't yet, subscribe to Astro Gemini so these teachings arrive exactly when you need them most. Now breathe with me and imagine the Gemini you love. Imagine the way their laugh opens the windows of a room. Imagine the mind that finds constellations in grocery lists and poetry in train schedules. Imagine their hands, how they move when they're excited, how they still when they're scared. Under all the brightness, there is a question. Am I safe to be all of me here? Every fix we've named is really an answer to that one question. Here is the quiet truth. Gemini is not asking you to keep up with every thought. They're asking you not to shame the speed. They're asking you to help them slow down when softness is required, and to let them fly when their joy has wings. They need you to trust that their love can hold 1,000 ideas and still choose you each morning. They need the freedom to be undecided while remaining devoted. They need the romance of being read the way you read the sky, not to control the weather, but to prepare the garden, to plan the picnic, to decide which night calls for stars and which night calls for rain. When you stop punishing duality and start partnering with it, Gemini becomes astonishingly consistent, not because they stop changing, but because they start choosing you from a place of safety. That is how air becomes faith, breath by breath, truth by truth, touch by touch. If these words gave you something to hold on to, like this video so it can find the next person standing at the edge of a hard conversation. And if you want more of this kind of soul-centered guidance as it drops, subscribe to Astro Gemini and keep growing with us. Support Astro Gemini, become a channel member for exclusive videos and early access. Before we close, I want to know who's here with us. Share your date of birth and your zodiac sign in the comments, and tell me one lesson you're learning in love right now. I read your stories. They shape the next messages I write. Remember the 10 mistakes and their healing lines. Love the mirror, not just the mask. Honor curiosity as breath. Offer safety before certainty. Use words as bridges. Make space for duality. Feed the heart along with the mind. Trust quiet cycles. Keep the village alive. Name patterns, not people. Translate needs with kindness. When you practice these, you do not just fix a relationship. You create a sanctuary where two winds can dance and one home can hold them both. If your heart wants to keep listening, keep learning, and keep softening into something wiser, you know where to find us. Like, subscribe, and let this become our shared practice of living, breathing love. If you want to hear everything the universe has to say to you, watch these other videos on our channel.